Gonna get to the point where I'm gonna stop because this is starting to give me an ulcer. Morning, Amish. I don't understand what's going on with this damn thing, but I don't know. Evidently they are. If it's, I just checked. I went back into the connections on or the settings on it, and it said I had an excellent connection. Okay, so if it's not the connection point, connectivity, then it's got to either be YouTube or the computer. Now, I can watch everything on YouTube. I just can't live stream. So, and I even thought about if it's the camera, and it can't even be the camera because it does it with the camera that's on the computer. So, it's either I'm going to have to either shut down the computer and do a complete wipe, do a government clean out with it, what they call it or whatever it is, go right back to original factory settings, and then start putting everything back in it again. It's just it's getting to the point where it's really starting to be frustrating. I hope they're getting hazard pay. Well, didn't Robert just do that yesterday? Oh, I know. This computer was obsolete before it even was made. It's going back for seconds. Yeah. Morning, hippie chick. I know. I wonder if they impose tariffs on my internet. I should look for a YouTube video on how to get a hold of a person at YouTube in person on the phone. That's why they make the big bucks. That's right. Most likely. Somebody else is trying to be the king of live streams, evidently. Morning, Dan. Uh, that's the only thing I can think of is either take it back to factory settings. And if I do that, I won't do that till tomorrow. It'll give me all weekend to work on it. Double wide trailer. Yeah. That might help. Power wash it. Hell, I don't know. I mean, I got them internet towers in here. I got one in the living room, one in there. I got the Wi-Fi extender. That's sitting in the bedroom, so that should help extend it. It's hooked up. I don't know. Bye, Kevin. So yours. That's right. Yeah. Um, he's the only guy I know. I know that jumps up and down for joy when he gets to go to the proctologist. Goody! I get to go to the proctologist today. Yay! Fun, 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 fun. Where should I put my clothes, Doc? Over in the corner next to mine. Thanks for the rectal exam, Doc. Ever doing time in prison? Yeah. What's that thing? What's those things connected to your hand? Those are like sausages. Yeah. What you got on a baseball glove mitt? You know you're in trouble when you walk in there and there's candles lit and soft romantic music. Yeah. before we start, Mr. Miller, would you like a glass of wine? That's right. Really? I remember the good old days when I used to work on the farm. What you looking at, beautiful?
You.
Huh? So hi, junkyard.
Hi, junkyard.
Did you say turnabout is fair play? Your turn. I'll show you mine. You show me yours. You yeah, might want to go somewhere else. Yeah. Ah. So, anybody got any plans for Easter? It's coming up on Sunday, you know. You'll bid on the huge skillet? What do I get for a bid on that skillet? $2. That's not a good sign there, Skeeta. Must be coming into money. Palms are itchy. Easter's Lake Diamonds, how's that? Well, the El Salvadorian president said he wasn't going to smuggle that guy back to America. He is. He is an El Salvador resident. Okay, he's not. He's not an American citizen. I don't care if, and he's got kids here in America. Well, if they don't like Daddy being gone to El Salvador, then maybe they should have went with him. Overhyped and overpriced. Yeah. He had an order to leave back in 2019 and didn't do it. No. Oh, but he's got a stable job. He works as a sheet metal worker in the union. Good for him. Now maybe we had to go after the company for hiring an illegal alien. I'm sure he probably doesn't have a real Social Security number. Yeah. I hear Cory Booker was going to go down there and talk to the prisoners in El Salvador. Greg Gutfeld said, well, that's probably the only reason why he's going down there is because they know he can't get up and leave. And exactly who's paying for that trip to El Salvador? Is it on the company, the taxpayers' money? Remember Trump's first term when all these senators and representatives were flying all over the United States first class? Or they were renting private planes on the government dime, and then Trump told them, no, you start taking either, you can either fly coach or pay for your own flight. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Spit, what you doing, pumpkin? Yeah. And then you want them home tomorrow?
Oh, I need lunch.
Huh?
I have a field trip today. I need lunch.
Who does?
Naya.
Yeah, Pelosi got a lot of free flights. It's a good thing she told you, huh?
Well, the parents,
Yeah.
once again, can't keep their head.
Well, she had to consider herself lucky. Hell, when I was a kid, we had a field trip and got a sack lunch. We just got a Pop-Tart thrown in the bag. Damn.
Oh, that's your problem. You're such a liar.
Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. It's 5-shot Thursday. I have no idea if Dolly is from Salvador. Or you mean Salvador Dali? Did you find out what that orange ball in the sky was there, Amish? It's 30 degrees here right now. You haven't seen it in weeks. You couldn't recognize it? I don't blame you. Half the time I can't recognize the sun either.
Get over there and get a juice.
The one in the red
Oh,
bottle.
red, right there on top. Either that or a chocolate milk. Yeah, that's what I figured. Get brushing that. You're not doing it yourself. There's neighbors in it. Oh, well.
Yeah, I know. They got school Monday.
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
She said, yes, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, they got school Monday, but they don't have school tomorrow.
She can hang on.
Hey, shut that bathroom door, will you? Please. Tyler did. Thank you. Monday, Thursday, foot washing day at the church. Isn't it also soup night tonight? Now you know where to get the broth. Yeah. Yeah, the soup ain't worth it. That's the second time you've done that, Ezra. That's the soup pot, not the foot wash pot. Easy go. Yeah. Jedediah. That would be organic though, wouldn't it? I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah. Now, when they do the foot washing at the church, do they use a scrub brush? Could you get underneath the nails, please? What should you use now? Yeah. That's the worst tasting clam chowder I ever had. Yeah. Toenail soup. That's right.
I actually think that the
Huh?
parents got all that money tax break on these kids and don't even have them.
Well, maybe we ought to start claiming them.
Oh, if you could.
I mean, we got them more than 50% of the time.
Kurt and Brooke only had these kids 3 nights out of 8.
Yeah. I don't understand why they can't come get them every night and then bring them back later on so they at least have dinner with them.
Oh, well, they're doing that tonight.
Oh, boy.
What does that solve?
Yeah.
I got the other 2.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I understand that we keep them overnight because they got to go to school in the morning because they both go to work early in the morning. But why don't they pick them up at night when they get home and at least have dinner with them?
They have a comfy night.
Yeah.
No noise. Oh my God.
You remember when we had kids? Did you do right on 2 of them?
I turned it over thinking it was on the back.
Yeah. You know what? I wish we had somebody watch our kids when they were growing up. We could have just had our evenings together. Oh, it's pretty good. You unpack me one?
Naya.
You want to staple it?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Hold it like this so Pop can staple it. Bring it over there. Better not squish it either.
I just put one in the center. There. You got one in the center. That'll keep it folded.
Don't squish it because you'll smash the chips down.
You're welcome.
Good
Good morning there, Stephen.
You gotta put it in your bag.
She got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, bag of potato chips, some goldfish, an orange or a red pop punch drink, and what'd you give her for a dessert?
Cookies.
Cookies. Huh.
she takes pills to keep her down.
Yeah.
You know? Could you imagine me giving her a Swiss roll?
That's not your problem.
Oh, God.
Did you try feeling with the other hand?
I gotta get this other kid done.
Eat some sauerkraut. You sure your hernia isn't bothering you? It could be strangulating your intestines. So. Yeah, you don't look good either. All right. If I looked as bad, if I felt as bad as you look, I would seek a medical attention right away. I'd call a ambulance. I need a ambulance. You ever heard that 911 call? The ambulance? I need a ambulance. What's your emergency, sir? I was driving down the road and then this mother effing deer jumped right out in front of me and I hit it with my car. I thought the deer was dead, so I put it in the back seat. Now I'm in the phone booth. It's kicking. The deer come alive, started kicking the hell out of me. Now I'm in the phone booth and there's a dog biting me trying to get the deer. I need an ambulance. Huh. Nah, that was probably a 3208 cat. Same movie. I need an ambulance. Let's see. There it is. I need an ambulance. I gotta get me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna set up the coffee pot so when it's empty, I can make another one real quick. Let me powder my nose and I'll be right with you. There we go. I had to get the chat out. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about besides sex and the Second Amendment, or the Second Amendment and sex, or the sexy Second Amendment? Didn't watch any news yesterday. I don't know what's going on in the world. We had, I guess a couple of weeks ago, a resident from our fair city, he was down in a gentleman's club in Toledo, and he walked in posing as an officer of the law. He had on he had a handgun, and he also had a military rifle style, like AR. Anyways, when he walked in there, and he said he was the police. Well, somebody questioned that he wasn't not the police, and then the police finally came and they arrested the guy for impersonating an officer and then having illegal firearms, you know, in an establishment. Well, he bonded out. And yesterday, the bomb squad, the FBI, and the state police were at his house. He lives over by the school. Were at his house, and they were searching his house for weapons and bombs. I don't know what they found, but I heard they found some hand grenades and some other stuff. They think this guy had every intentions of shooting up the gentleman's club and then backed out of it. Well, hello, Pumpkin. Come here. I got a good girl. Oh, yes, sir. Anyways, and now they're worried that he might have wanted to do something at the school. So, oh, you like that? Oh. That bothered you? She must have been tuckered yesterday. Kathy's been cleaning out. Maybe he was unhappy. Yeah, he probably was. Kathy's been cleaning out all the closets we have. They did 3 closets upstairs the other day. Took a bunch of clothes, bagged them all up, and took them to the Salvation Army. And then yesterday, she cleaned out our bedroom closet. She put everything on the bed. And the poor kitty couldn't get a nap till almost 2 o'clock. And then when she did, she slept till like 8. She didn't move a muscle. So, took a bunch of stuff out of the bedroom closet. That's in a bag. It's going to the Salvation Army. Got one more closet upstairs to clean out. That's probably the best thing about this house. It has 4 walk-in closets upstairs, and they're big closets. They're probably, I'm guessing, 8-10 feet long and 5-6 feet wide, each one of them. So you got one in the hall, one in the bathroom, and then one in each bedroom upstairs. But the smallest closet is in our bedroom, and it's like a 4x4, but it's 8 feet tall. So she cleaned that out, took a bunch of stuff that was on hangers that we don't wear no more. Had some stuff in boxes, looked through all that stuff. And I got one more closet upstairs in the bedroom to get to. Get that cleaned out. Yeah, damn near can make them in the bedrooms. They all got 7-foot ceilings in them. So, hmm. And they all got lights in them too. Every one of them. Flip a switch, got a light bulb. That's the problem with the one in the bathroom. Because the kids would turn on the closet light by mistake, and then not turn it off. And then you could walk up there, and that light could have been on for 2 months. They all got doors on them. The only one that does not have a door on it is the bedroom one. Are you hungry, Pumpkin? Sounds like you're starving. I'm actually going to see if I'm going to check with Kathy first, but I'm going to see if our daughter wants those oil lamps up there. If she does, she can have them. Take them to her house.
So you don't know very much, do you, Keith Harvey?
What did I do now?
All of them have doors. All of them.
I said they all have doors except for the one in the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah. I know what I said, Kathy Harvey.
No, shit.
Hold on, people. Somebody's getting a case of dementia.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah. That dealio over there across town had nothing to do with the school. Nothing.
I said maybe he thought about doing something to the school.
No.
Well, how do you know what he thought?
Because if you would have been.
I read it. They said there was
well,
no
there's some
significant
sites-
threat to the school at the time.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't even be on half the sites because you've been booted off.
That's
because of your
because
mouth.
I speak my mind. I'm not
Yeah.
like you candy asses and then,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You candy ass.
When they come here to the door and knock you on your candy ass.
Let him come here. I got a surprise for him. Get him, Spirit.
Yeah.
She says, I will, Papa. She says, hey, you're forgetting something. She wants you to pet her.
Good for her.
Don't ignore the kitty. Did you see that, Pumpkin? Oh, come on, get up here. Come on, Papa pet the baby. You are so mean to that precious little kitty cat. Oh, you're just gonna lay there until she comes back? Yeah, run them out. There you go. Make them in the bedroom and run them out. Yeah. So that's what I've been waiting for. Now, see, she'll let Kathy reach down and pet her when she's laying on her. But most generally, anybody else, she'll bat them off. I think she likes Kathy's fingernails, you know. So she said, I didn't say stop. Looking at you like, what are you stopping for? Did he chew all your gum?
All at once.
Hey, when I went to school, we had, I was in the country, and we had kids. Everybody that had a pickup had a gun rack in their back window, and they all had guns in them.
Oh, there we go.
Didn't they at Britain? Huh?
We didn't go around thinking we were cowboys and Indians.
There ain't cowboys and Indians.
I mean, come on.
Most farm boys had a gun in their truck, and they didn't shoot up people. We had a guy actually. His name's Terry. He actually made the stock and the rust for his shotgun, the pump, all out of wood shop class. Hmm. Everybody had a pocket knife. You're right. Nobody got stabbed. Nobody got shot. I see that from what I read, that kid that stabbed the other kid down in Texas, he's out on bail, and he had enough money left over from his site that they raised money for him that he bought a house. So his mom and dad's probably got a house they're living in, and he's probably, the way the consensus is with people, he'll probably get off scot free. Crime does pay. You're right. Did you see that same thing, Junkyard? They bought a house. He's out on bond. It went from $1 million bond to 200,000. So all he needed was 20, and they'd raised over $200,000 for him or whatever. And somebody set up a GoFundMe account for him too, and then GoFundMe shut it down. So, hmm. I'm pretty sure that's some high dollar area too now. I don't know what the kitty's looking at, but she sees something outside. What you see, Pumpkin? What's out there? She doesn't know what them things are that fly around her, them things that climb trees and run on the ground are yet, but she's interested in them because she's never seen one really in person, in kitty. She's been inside ever since she's been 3 weeks old or something like that. But she'd like to touch one, I think. New and high dollar, I bet. Hmm. Yeah, we need more drama. You're right.
Huh? Put it in there.
A few years ago, we had a kid, 20 some years old,
You know what?
took a knife, had a knife. He was at the Myers grocery store, and he took a knife and he stabbed an 80-year-old man. And did she start the car?
No.
It's not that cold out.
It's 30 degrees. Yeah, it is.
Not that cold. Didn't feel it.
Well, no, because they're worried about the tablet. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh,
You ain't gonna worry about the tablet come later. That's foreshore
not even cold out.
all weekend. Absolutely.
Go start it.
Excuse me.
Definitely missed the bus. Didn't miss the bus. Oh, look.
You can pop and zip up.
Hmm.
Yeah, love it.
That's a lot of people watching.
Iris, that's it. Yeah, cover that mouth.
We definitely missed the bus.
No, I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, you ain't missing the bus. Get on the bus. Forget about us. Put the blame on me.
Huh?
Hmm.
What do you need them for?
You could put them in the place.
What do you put this in?
There we go.
Or you
Oh.
just let me in your bus symbol, which would be frog. And then put in the bucket, which both we would have to write frog.
Well, where's the pen?
That's my green
Give
screen.
me a pen, Keith.
Okay. Gotta get one.
You
Sorry.
got to and I got to. So I
Certainly.
got to. I got to.
That's the frog.
Was that for them ride bus back here?
No, it's like good behavior tickets.
Oh.
One person liked the video.
Uh-oh.
All right. Here, we gotta put these in your bag. Put them in your bag. All right, and then you turn them on at school,
Ah,
okay?
Mhm.
What's
I
it?
thought
There we go.
got eggs.
My
No.
Huh? We got
phone was ready to die. I don't understand why.
Get the car down.
Bye, Papa. Love you.
Bye, love ya.
Bye, Papa.
Bye, love ya. Have a good day at your field trip. Ah. Thought they'd never leave. Oh, I'm pretty sure she's real happy right about now. It's not that cold out. It's 30 degrees. It's 31 now. Yeah. Well, you probably did because they was walking around in here. I don't. It's not the kids. It's Kathy doesn't want to be on cam. No. I have to go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back. Okay. There we go. She's so damn good looking, she can't be on um, cam. Yeah. Yeah, the little boys. Yeah, the little boys. Yeah, they're gonna be grown up by now. Yeah. Come on, get up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Okay, then don't get up here. Come on, you want petted? Come on. She's down there like this, waiting to pounce. I finished making the pot of coffee too and got me a warm up before. You know. I don't think she's happy with the temperature of the car. So, hmm. A pretty girl. She's just sitting down here waiting. No. Hmm. Okay, pumpkin. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's a good girl. Yeah. That's what she wanted. Are you a Democrat? She is. She's purring. She's happy. Eggs and gravy. I can't afford eggs right now, and you can't find them. Kathy's supposed to pick up 4 dozen white eggs so they can be dyed this weekend. She'll probably go to the store and see if she can find them someplace. Might have to go to 3 different stores to get them. Aw, you happy cat. Yeah, you happy baby. Hmm. Well, we're going, like I said, we're going to our daughter's for Easter. We got to bring a ham, so I got to get the ham out of the freezer today so I can start thawing out. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the Big Easy or if I'm going to do it in the crock pot. I haven't decided yet. Oh, I know. Most pot dispensaries are having a thing on Easter Sunday for 420. Last year on 420, they give away a bunch. You went in and you bought $50 worth of stuff, you got $75 worth of stuff free. So all these potheads, to use my language, but all these people that don't have money, scraped up all the money they could, and they kept going to all these dispensaries and spending $50 to get $75 worth of stuff for free. They'd hit one and go to another, hit that one, go to another. And they were lined up out all the way down the sidewalk on each one of them. And you'll never ever get rid of the pot law now. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah, we don't need that stuff, do we, baby? No, we got each other. Yeah, we don't need no beeper. I seen that. Oh, pretty girl. Are you pretty girl? Yes, you are. Would you like a corn dog and a Coke, honey? We don't have a Sonic around here. I wish we did. I like Sonic food. Now the Sonic in Monroe, their wait staff used to wear roller skates until one of them fell down and broke their arm, and then the insurance company put a stop to that. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah. Okay, you just lay any way you want to. It don't matter to me. That's how she sleeps on top of my legs. She'll sleep between my leg and then she'll throw her half her body over one leg and stretch out. Now, when my dad was young, they would drive when he was 16 years old. They would drive down to Toledo, and there was a place down there, a burger joint that it was called the Moron Burger. And the Moron Burger was 2 half-pound patties, and then lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, you know, and then your ketchup and mustard on it. And a large order of fries and a large shake. And this was back probably in 53, 54, something like that. And you could get it for 37 cents. It was on a special, like on a Thursday or a Friday or something like that. So after school on that date, you know, on the day it was, my dad would take his car and 4 or 5 friends, and they would run down to Toledo, and that's what they'd have. The Moron, yep, the Moron Burger. Yeah. We used to have a place up here called Boomer Burgers. Boomer's was fantastic, man. You could get a Boomer Burger, a double Boomer Burger with cheese and a chili cheese fry or a deluxe chili cheese fry and a Coke. And you could get it for like $4.50. And on certain days, they would have Coney dogs, family style, and you could get a dozen Coney dogs for $6. You know, Coney sauce, mustard, and onion. Nana's home. Come in.
She's in the window staring.
Oh yeah, she heard you pull in.
I had to text her. I said, you forget about it. She had a field trip. Not to mention, she didn't have any money.
Did you give her some money?
Oh, I didn't know. I had a 10.
Okay.
So that's what I gave her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she could find something small for that.
All right.
That's all Harley took.
She have. Oh yeah, she's going today too.
Yeah, they're both fourth graders.
Yeah.
That's how I knew.
Hmm.
Is through Harley, and they're going to the Imagination Station.
Down in Toledo.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got something for $10.
Keychain.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's the last minute.
I know.
Or nothing. Kurt's like, I'll give you some money after I get out of work. Well, reckon you will. I mean, I babysit for free.
Well, come on, Mom. Can't you just give her the money out of goodness of your heart?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, she wanted a PBJ.
Yeah.
They would have gave her that at school,
Right.
but I didn't like the milk.
Huh.
And then they don't give you chips.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they give you apple slices or something.
and Tommy at 7:15.
Mm-hmm. I never had a turkey dog.
nothing for nothing.
right?
It would have been Kurt. They don't carry money with them.
Huh?
They don't carry money with them like that.
I don't know. I don't understand it. It's all digital to them. Here's my card. Yeah. That's what the problem is. You need to go back to hard cash and get rid of that electronic stuff. Because one day that market will crash and you ain't gonna have nothing. Sorry. I found this the other day when we was one of the boxes was in the closet. Universal Studios, Marvel. $11 for that. So I wanted to check on what the going rate was for it right now. Still $11. Found some old NASCAR cars, 1/64. They're all in plastic cases. One's worth $50, and I think the other two are worth $14 or something like that. $10. I can't remember, $10 or $11. Then there was some wrestling cars. They were worth $10 or $11 a piece, and then one was worth $7 or something like that. And all this stuff was in boxes upstairs, and so they'd been up there for at least 10 years. Huh? They were in the bedroom, in the closet. Yeah, you can get your $20. There you go. I gotta get them sold first, junkyard. You know. What else? Found this too. Nice little compass. Snaps on your belt or whatever. Keychain. Nice little compass. Gonna save that. It's from Ohio State. So, the quality, it's a nice compass, but I don't know about the quality because it was made in Ohio State. It'll steer you in the right direction, you're right. Hmm. Ouch. Weather gets warm. Gonna have to get out there to the garage and gonna get that cleaned out or as best as possible because I gotta get them storage units cleaned out. I'm just paying money up there every month, $140 a month for two of them. So, yeah, that's what he said. All right. I wanted to go to an auction Monday and I forgot all about it. Storage unit auction. Damn it. I just remembered it was Monday. Yeah. So went to McDonald's yesterday for breakfast. Um, I bought 10 breakfast burritos yesterday. And the reason why I did that is so I wouldn't have to go to McDonald's today, or we didn't have to make breakfast today. And so we have breakfast burritos today for breakfast. I've got 3 eggs left, and we got to get eggs. So that was the best. That was the best option right there. Hmm. Oh yeah, a breakfast burrito or a regular dinner burrito? We all seen Kim Fife eat that 5 pound burrito. Regular burrito. Ah. Hey, Kenny Shoes, you old snuggle bunny, you. Hi, Tammy. Are we under the covers, Tanny? Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh. You got a light? There you go. It is cold this morning. It's 30 degrees, 31. But see, we're in Michigan, so you can go through all 4 seasons in one day if you really want to. It can be freezing cold in the morning. By noon, it'll be 50 degrees, 60 degrees, which is spring. And then by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it can be 80. And then it'll be 40 degrees by 10 o'clock. all 4 seasons in 24 hours. What'd you say? Peanut gallery out there. Hmm. Wind's blowing? Yeah. Okay. Well, it was just the wind blowing makes it cold. You're right. I can't get the weather thing to open up. Temperatures are supposed to rise tomorrow, then plummet Saturday, according to this little doohickey down here at the bottom. By the way, people, at 8:30, the Monahan meat market video will be out this morning. 8:30 Eastern Standard. Hmm. I like it too. I'm gonna make baked beans this weekend for Easter. I don't know if I've got diced ham out there in the freezer. I'm either gonna make it with diced ham or make it with bacon bits. So, but I seen Monahan's had diced ham again for $1.99. I love buying that stuff because it's a pound for less than $2, and you can use it for so many things. You can use it in omelets. You can put it on salads. You can do anything with it. Put it in soups. You don't have to cut it up. It's already done for you, and for less than $2 a pound, that's cheap. Last time I used it, I got like 4 bags of it. But last time I used it, I put it in scalloped potatoes. It is a good buy. Um, and the ham does taste good too. But uh, I made like 4 boxes of scalloped potatoes from Aldi's, and I only used probably 3/4 of a pound of ham in it. And the rest of the ham I used making omelets with. It goes a long ways. Yeah. Well, see, they had diced pepperoni too. I'm thinking I might go buy some of that because I got 4 or 5 loaves of garlic bread out there in the freezer. Thaw that out, spread a little marinara on it, some diced ham, some diced pepperoni, some onions, green pepper, and some mozzarella cheese, and make some garlic bread pizza. I think that sounds good. I know, boxed potato. But honestly, if you've ever had it, it is pretty good. You can ask Junkyard, ask Sandra. They both have had them. It is good. Um, I have, or we have, excuse me, we have probably 20 pounds of um, sliced dehydrated potatoes downstairs in the cellar in containers. Come on. Every time we go to Chips Awana, we buy a bag of sliced dehydrated potatoes. And we don't really use them, but it's nice to have them if we do need them. Come on, get up here. Come on. Come on. Come here. I know you want up here. Come on. Get up here. You want up here. Besides that, Tenny wants to see you. Tenny wants to see the baby. Look at that baby. Yeah. She said, "Hey, Spirit." She said, "I don't care. I'm eating." Yeah. Huh. I never seen that at Aldi's. Eggs in a box? Um, yes. Powdered eggs. They already make that stuff. Remember MASH? I know. Now, when you go through basic training, when you walk in there to the mess hall, you scream out what you want. Scrambled, over easy, omelet. And when you get to where you're going, when you get to the egg place, you get them just like you wanted them, scrambled and runny. They have a griddle there that has like a 3.5 inch lip all the way around it. And they just fill it with, liquid eggs, and they start stirring it until it starts to make eggs. It doesn't matter if it's not completely done or not, because when it's time for you to get your scrambled eggs, you might be able to eat them with a straw. I know I got to get some rye toast. Kathy went to Aldi's the other day, and she didn't go to Walmart, and I don't have any rye bread now, so I'm out. So I have to get me some rye bread. Yeah, 2 boiled eggs on PT test day. Yeah. I remember I was sitting in the mess hall, and this guy, I was actually right behind this guy in mess line. And they come up to get your dessert or whatever, and it was cookies. He said, "I'll take 3 cookies." They give him 4, and he threw one back at him, and he said, "I said 3 cookies." Yeah, he scrambled them, they crushed them. That's right. Yeah. Anyways, I go to sit down in the mess hall, and he's sitting there or standing there next to the milk machine, and the sergeant major that was in charge of the mess hall was there, and they were putting in or staff sergeant, excuse me, was putting a bag of milk into the dispenser, and he said, "Excuse me, sergeant." He said, "I'll go around, private." He said, "Excuse me, sergeant." He said, "I said go around, private." He said, "Excuse me, sergeant." And then he turned around and said, "I said go around, private. What don't you understand?" And right about that time, he took his tray, set it on the table just like that, turned around and picked up that sergeant and threw him across the mess hall. This guy had snapped. And about 20 seconds later, 6 MPs come rushing in there and tackled him to the ground. I seen him like a month and a half later. I was on driver's detail, and I was had to take 2 privates, that females. One fell out of her top bunk in the middle of the night and landed on the one on the bottom bunk, and she happened to have her leg hanging off the bed, and it broke her leg, and it broke the one up there on the top bunk, broke her arm. So I had to take them both to the hospital. And then the infirmary, what do you want to call it? Anyways, I was there, and they told me to wait for them, so I'm sitting there waiting, and here's this guy with a mop, and he's mopping the floor, and he's got a mop bucket, but there's no water in the mop bucket, and there's no water on the mop, but he's just a mopping. He turns around, looks at me, and says, "Hey, I remember you." I said, "I remember you too. How you doing?" I'm doing great. They got me a job." Yeah, yeah. The guy snapped. Then I had to take one guy to CCU. He grabbed the captain over on Hollywood. He grabbed the captain, threw him in a wall locker, jerked the wall locker off the wall, and threw it out the second floor window. Damn near killed him. Broke a bunch of bones in his body. They ended up hauling him. I had to haul him to CCU. So, all right, everybody. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. And I will see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, if I can get it to start. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care.